Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to the Law of One. Ra describes the time-space environment as the inverse to space-time, whereas we in space-time are immobile in time, but can travel in space in all direction. Those in time-space are immobile in space, but can travel in time. Our question is, how do the entities in time-space experience the passage of space? Is it similar to the way that we in space-time experience the movement of time? I am QO and am aware of your query, my brother. We will attempt to make understandable that which is somewhat difficult within your illusion, for the words to describe that which is beyond this illusion are not always available in your language. However, upon the cessation of the physical body in the third density, the spiritual nature of the entity, which is the enlivening nature which is now leaving the physical body, moves into that realm of the spirit world, which many have called time-space. That which is immaterial, that which is metaphysical, beyond the physical. This world has its own reality, shall we say, its set of natural laws and qualities which are immutable. It is as rich an environment as is the one which the third density experiences at this time. As you mentioned, within your third density, you must move very slowly, as you would see it, in the river of time, accumulating a past, existing within your present, anticipating a future. Within the time-space realms, entities therein residing are able to move only, shall we say, slowly about in a spacious environment. However, they have at their disposal the eternal present, which would contain all of the times of which you are aware, the past, the present, and the future existing as villages, shall we say, upon your planetary sphere. They may be easily traveled to. The time then is quite flexible. The space, however, contains a kind of, we give this instrument a word suggesting stiffness or rigidity, which prohibits the equally easy movement in space as is able to be accomplished in time. However, there is the ability to move what you might call great distances by thought, if travel is desired. However, most entities feel less need for that which you would call travel to distant locations, for all that is needed for the experience of the time-space nature can be created by the mind in cooperation with others of like mind. Thus, there is no need to move from space to space when what one might seek in another place, one can create here, now, in the eternal present. Is there another query, my brother? QO, we in the space-time environment experience what we call aging as we move through time. Is there a corollary to that for entities in the time-space environment? I am QO and am aware of your query, my brother. There is that which you call aging. However, it is much diminished in comparison to what you experience here within your third density illusion. Indeed, within your own illusion, your aging has been speeded up so greatly because of the difficulty of utilizing catalysts that you live but what would be considered the lifetime of a child compared to what is available to most third density entities, that being a time period close to your millennium. As the master cycle has moved through its experience, the population of this planet has had difficulty utilizing catalysts. For most of the population of this planet has found the need to repeat third density here as graduation was not achieved in the home planet. If you move beyond this density's illusion into the fourth density, then fifth and sixth, you may see lifetimes that are much, much longer in what you would call the years. 90,000 years being considered the average lifespan within the fourth density, shall we say. This to you sounds like a great span of time. But you must remember that the time moves in a different fashion within the succeeding densities to your own. However, as each density offers catalysts of some kind to each entity within it, the processing of catalysts does take its toll, shall we say. There is a wearing or an eroding of the physical, mental, and spiritual vehicles, for there is a kind of friction that occurs in the processing of catalysts. Be it ever so slow, it is inexorably, and there is the need to move into other incarnations, shall we say, but which is much more easily done in succeeding densities, as there is no veil of forgetting with which to deal. We have energy remaining for one final query at this time. I wouldn't mind asking a follow-up to that. Is third density the only density that exists in space-time? And are the other densities time space, or are the other conditions in the other densities? I am QO and am aware of your query. Each density beyond your own third density has both the space-time and time-space qualities. It is the time-space quality within each density that allows the entities of each density to be able to connect in a more fully functioning fashion with the one creator to achieve a unity which allows an overview of time and space and the purpose of the entity moving through time and space, so that when there is the desire to enter into the space-time realms, then there is more of, shall we say, solidity or practicality or usability of the density that is then made available to the entity to pursue its learning and its service. This allows the intermixing or intermingling of that which is closer to the Creator and that which is seemingly not as close to the Creator, a condition which allows learning to occur. For if all entities knew, without a single doubt of any kind whatsoever, that unity with all was their true nature, there would be little motivation to move forward in the learning process. Thus is the value of the space-time portion of each density. The seventh density, however, is the density that those of Ra have called the density of foreverness. Within this density, There is the movement back to unity with the Creator, and there is only the time-space quality within the seventh density. I am QO. We have apparently utilized this instrument's energy to its completion for the nounce. We would therefore suggest the closing of this particular session of working. We are most grateful to each for having called us to your session. We are most gratified to join you in your love and in your light, that which you produce by your very being in your daily round of activities, that which, when you join in a circle of seeking such as this one, produces a great brilliance of light that reaches far into the heavens and is noticed by many who are appreciative also of being able to see this love and light emanating from this weary world of yours, which seeks so diligently to become able to move into the fourth density illusion which beckons. At this time we shall take our leave of this instrument and this group. We leave each of you as we found you, in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. We are known to you as those of QO. Adone, my friends. Adone Vasu Baragas. Love you, QO. And I love you, my sisters and brothers. Have a wonderful day.